Good morning. So it's day 26 and here in my garden and then I want to talk about is my dream. No, like what I dreamt last night. And the biggest message in it it's like we often only want to see what we choose to see. We see that. We only see the part that we choose to see. So we often subconsciously like choosing, like being blind to certain things that in front of our eyes. It's not because it's not shown to us, but we cannot see that because we choose to do not see that. We choose to ignore that, ignore the thing because we don't like it, because it's uncomfortable. And it's often like that. And again, so starting from this a very, you know, vivid and weird dream, like the first scene that I saw in my dream, it's like there is a boat. I don't know it's a boat, but it's loud, like when you are in the road or in a car, like you can hear the engine. Another plane. Ship. And then I was with my mentor, like my mentor figure in my life, like role model mentor figure, yeah, something like that. And then it was like pitch black. I think it was in the night, so it was dark, no light at all, and I couldn't see anything. I only can hear and then only can feel. And then I think from this, so the biggest element is the person, and then where and how do you feel, because in a dream I've been practicing it, but it's not easy to interpret dream because there is no right and wrong answer. Like there is no right and wrong answer at all, so it's difficult to know what's right. But I think the interpret meaning is whatever you feel right. If you want to start learning, then just start. There is no wrong and right answer. Whatever you feel right in your heart is the answer, okay? And then continuing on. So from this, there is the interpretation, like the first meaning from this scene that I could interpret is that, like, even though that it's pitch black, it's dark, I couldn't see anything, but I feel excited because my mentor told to me that there is a new road coming, like we are going to build the new road. But I couldn't see anything, but I feel really excited, and I didn't feel scared at all. The first interpretation from this is actually when you follow your guidance, when you follow, even though that you couldn't see anything, like the future is unknown, right? Like just, and it could be like this mother figure, it's actually my future self that is guiding me toward my dream vision. And because I was guided, I was following my future self, I was following my intuition, I was not scared at all, even though I couldn't see anything in my 3D reality. So this is a message for you, even though you didn't see anything, even though if it's pitch black, you know the noise, and the sound in your heart. the voice in your heart, just follow it and let it guide you. Because sometimes seeing is deceiving. Depends. And another interpretation that I can get from this is that, sometimes we don't see it because we are, but what we will get to this. So the next scene is actually, I was with my with my dream. What weird is that I like to dream different scenes, like a really different scenes, like different kind of movie. And the next scene, it is, I was chatting with a new guy, and this feel like chatting, and I don't know his face at all, and it's just a dream. I don't know his face, I don't know his name, so I don't know the real identity of this person. But I already feel, like spark some, chatting, but only in one day, like it already gone too fast. And then I think with this scene, it's like, especially with partner, I have a tendency to only, especially in the early phase, and same with me, with us, when we are in the early phase with another person, we tend to put up this mask, and we like consciously, we are aware, and then it's like a conscious act of only putting a mask of what we want others to see and what we want others do not see. So we are very aware of our mask to this world, to our parents, to our new friends, to our new partner, that I only want to show this part of myself and I want to hide this part. So it's like another plan. So it's a little bit like pretending, pretending to be, not pretending to be someone else, but putting a mask and then like molding ourselves, like grooming ourselves so that we are accepted, so we are like edited, modified ourselves depending on the situation, depending on the person. What we like, if we met this certain person, there is the voice in our face like, oh, I don't think that if I say I like to eat this, what will they say? Always so conscious about other people's opinion. And this is the message to, just show yourself as you are. Because sometimes, yes, if we pretend, then we will be liked. And the same goes to if people pretend to not be themselves, pretend to become the person of we like. Yeah, we will like the version that they show. It's because it's already catered to our taste. But is it the truth? Is it the reality? Is it the truth? Is it honest? No, it's not honest at all. So the message is, it's better to show yourself as you are, even though you're not liked, rather than being liked but you are not honest with yourself. What is the point of everybody liking you, but You are not being authentic to yourself. You are just wearing a mask. Like, it's like you are lying to everyone, and all, and you are lying to yourself. So sip sip. Yeah, like, what is the point? But this is the society that we live in. Our other person lied to us. Like, other person only show the version of themselves that we want to see. And it's also both, you know. We see sometimes they show to us. Sometimes they show to us exactly as they are, but we are the one that choose to only see what we like, you know, to not see what we don't like, to ignore the flaws. It's okay if, like, it's different, you know, between, like, oh, I accept this imperfection of this person, but we acknowledge it. But it's different with when we don't acknowledge that it exists. Like, for example, if we are with a partner and then they show you exactly, maybe they are late to date, and that you are like gaslighting yourself, like, no, like, oh, they are just late because of this, but you only see the version that you like, and then you are denial of what you are in denial of their flaws, you know. In the next scene, I was in, like, with my school friend, you know, with my best friend that feel like a soul family, you know. Like, I think this tribe of, like, soul tribe, you know, you must have that person that you feel comfortable in telling anything. You feel comfortable in showing yourself. You feel comfortable enough. You feel safe, you know, with this kind of people. You feel safe enough to just tell your worries, to show your vulnerability, to show your flaws, to show your imperfection, to show your pimple. And this kind of person, and then I was, like, kind of chatting about, yeah, this guy, a plane. And I think the next scene, ooh, I'm lucky. Oh, a plane. And I think the next scene is really interesting because I was in my school, my temple, and then I think it reminded me of the hierophant, like, of our tradition, higher learning of, like, religion, yeah, those higher education, those tradition, like, those rules and hierarchy of those authority figure that we look up to, like our family foundation. And then we are in the temple, and we are with, like, I am with my girls, and then suddenly there is a person who say to me and a friend of mine, and it's like, we are taken somewhere. We are taken somewhere to the elevator. You know, we are taken out of our temple to the elevator. And then this, for me, symbolize of, for me, elevator, the elevator symbolize, like, teleportation. You know, it moves you from one place and it go up and down, so it's like going to higher view and then moving somewhere higher. And then this is from the temple. So moving from our culture, our religion, that maybe we always believe, not because we choose to believe, but we believe everything that we have believed right now because maybe there are certain authority figure that teach us this, a teacher or priest, yeah, and whatever. But so we are moving somewhere that we choose to. We are really choosing what our choice, like having the freedom to choose what we believe, having the freedom to choose where do I want to live in, and having the freedom, like having the full agency and taking a full responsibility of the choice that we are going to make and the consequences of the choice that we are going to make and of the choices that we have made in the past, taking full accountability, not relying anymore to our instances, to our school, to our teacher, like fully relying on ourselves and really realizing that the only person that you are on your own, you are really on your own. And Taylor Swift quote that the bad news is you are on your own, but the good news is you are on your own. Like, yeah. And then in the elevator, it's really scary. And also this person in my dream, it's also like give us warning, like we are going to go to an elevator, but it's all glass, like it's all, we can't see everything, like it's all glass, but not only the front, not only the door, but we can see the floor, like the scary ride, like elevator up and down, but the floor is clear. And then this is a very high elevator, like on the outside, so we can see like the lake, but we are screaming because the door is the space is so small. We are screaming, and then we are choosing to close ourselves because we are afraid to look down, we are afraid to look down because it's clear, because we can see everything. So I think this is a clear message where we are moving somewhere higher, but this time we can see everything, see everything from the illusion where we came from, maybe from the illusion that we have been programmed with our brain, the illusion of what we believe, like our belief, maybe believe in certain partnership, like for example, like you've been believe in your, like forever, that you must marry or you must have a children, but you now see that's just the illusion. It doesn't have to be like that. And then it's now clear, and then I feel so scared. The analogy is like you are riding a ride that is clear, and then you are in the sky, and then you feel so scared because you now see everything, and you know what is true, what is not anymore, like it's very clear. And then the scariest part too is that because we are only two of us, and then we are moving away, like teleporting from the community that we used to be in. I think this is also a message for you who feel like don't belong in your own community, don't belong in your, maybe in your religious community, or belong in your school. Like it is a message for you that it is scary to move out, and it is scary to, but once you see the clarity, once you see the illusion, once you see and you know that it's not your house, it's not your home anymore, like you have no choice, but you cannot resist the urge to move somewhere where it is scary because now you are moving on your own. It's scary because you are a minority. It's scary because you are outnumbered. It is scary because it's only you are not, you're alone. You are not anymore with your, you are not accompanied by those comfort people anymore. So you are moving out of your comfort, you are moving to new territory, and this time around you could see every single detail. But it is weird, we could see everything, but we are scared. Like we could see everything from the high up, so when you are in the sky, nothing can hide under the sun. And like comparing to the first scene where it is pitch black, I was in the sea, but I was feeling excited because I didn't see anything, because I didn't know anything. And it is weird. Another interpretation is that maybe when you want a certain goals, you feel excited because you don't really know what you are up to. You didn't really know what you signed up to. And then I think my spirit guide are telling me this is what you are signing up, like a new height, and then it's very fast, like it's very expansive. And then that's the scariest part also, you get to receive. And maybe when you receive, when you go to the point that you finally have everything that you wanted, but you don't know what scale, and now it is already in the front of your eyes. Now you are feeling scared and frightened because you could see everything. Oh, this is what I signed up to. You could see every single detail. And then once you put your feet on that door, you couldn't go back anymore. You couldn't go back to your old community. You couldn't go back to your old life. You couldn't go back to your old mentor. You couldn't go back to your old house. And then but it's like the best part of it. It's new experience. Even if you must close your eyes because you feel scared, but you must go for it. When every single thing that you've been dreamed of already in front of you, and you know that it's true, and maybe the scariest part isn't going after it, but the scariest part is receiving it. Like when somebody hand you a gift, and the scariest part is receiving it, that telling you that it's safe for you to receive. And the next scene, after I go into the elevator, suddenly I am with my mom, with my sister, and in the front of my makeup table and my mirror. So when I saw myself in the mirror and I tell my mom, oh, this look good, and then suddenly like my phone dropped, so it's become messy. So I think how I see my reflection, how I'm seeing myself, like the perception of my identity, the perception of who I am inside is now changing, and it's now like not mess, the reflection that I used to choose to see to myself is the reflection that other people see. Maybe I see myself because my mother see me this way, my sister see me this way. But right now, the reflection that I have with myself, it's exactly my soul talking to me. Not because what other person told me who I am, but it's because my soul show me who I am. Your soul is telling you who you really are, and there is no going back. And it's like the mirror, it's like your safe space, your own sanctuary, your home. Literally, your home is now changing, and now you are moving. You are moving somewhere. Yeah, I don't know, but there is another place. We are moving, so I don't know too. Where do we gonna move? But let's just ride with this. So yeah, that's conclude of what my dream. It's very interesting. So it's a longer video today. But bye bye. Thank you for watching. And this is my tea. Bye bye. Whoa.